In San Mateo County, get this, a family of four making $150,000 a year, $150K, that's considered low income. That is the highest low income threshold in the entire country.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But despite those numbers, many communities are resisting a state law that would increase the number of affordable homes. Our
Building a Better Bay Area reporter, Leanne Melendez, looked into that issue, joining us now. The rest of the country looks at us like we're insane, like $150,000.
Absolutely. It's unreal. I mean, I can't even imagine. You know, one thing that I have to say is that in order to qualify for a mortgage in San Mateo County, you have to make $500,000.
Wow.
Because the median price for a home is $1.9 million.
And what percentage
How do you like that?
family can do that?
Well, you know, I'm no math major. It's simple economics, though. For years, many cities in the Bay Area have said, build, 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 but hey, far away in Livermore, Tracy, Antioch, Brentwood, out there. Now, the state has said it's time to build in your backyard. So why then are so many communities still fighting against new development? That's what we wanted to know.
People in San Mateo like to keep things the way they are. There's a belief here that traditions never really go out of style. Except that when it comes to new construction, the status quo here is being challenged by a state mandate to build more housing.
In the case of San Mateo, they have to make a plan for where you could build 7,015 units.
San Mateo is now being sued by the Housing Action Coalition because their plan to build more housing isn't happening quickly enough.
As we look at their list of where they say that it is possible to build housing, they included a lot of sites that are unrealistic.
In fact, the entire county of San Mateo has the highest percentage of non-compliant housing elements out of all 9 Bay Area counties. The state has determined that 21 cities within San Mateo County have to increase the number of market rate and below market rate units.
I like to look at this as, as a wake-up call.
Millbrae's plan, for example, is to build more than 3,800 units in the next 7 years.
How close are you?
We're just, like I said a moment ago, we just approved over 1,300 units. Millbrae's at the table, and we're producing housing exactly where transit is. And so folks who comes in and live here and work at Millbrae, they don't even need a private vehicle.
On the other hand, the state is requiring San Mateo, the city, to build the most units in the entire county, which to some seems excessive.
We live here because it's suburban, right? Emphasis on the sub. And we like our charming small downtown. We like our walkability.
Michael Weinhauer is with San Mateo Residents Speak, a group whose intentions are clear. Here's how they describe themselves on their website.
Nor are they willing to sacrifice their homes, neighborhoods, quality of life, or character of their historic downtown in the process. Now that sounds like a NIMBY person to me, but make the point.
Everything here is built. So it's kind of a zero-sum game. In order to build something new, you have to tear something else down.
Take this lot, for example, purchased by a developer. Several small businesses and even a small housing unit were torn down. The city relocated the residents and small businesses. Now some in city government want to increase development by getting rid of Measure Y, which sets limits on new residential building heights and densities.
We've avoided that topic for 50+ years. And it's gotten so expensive here on the peninsula. And we have a nice lifestyle here, but we need to share it.
The question some may ask themselves is, how will their children be able to live in the city they grew up in?
Just like my son, he's 30 years old and he cannot afford to live on his own.
As we've discovered, it's no longer about being a NIMBY or not being a NIMBY. It's not that black and white. There are different shades of NIMBYism with plenty of ifs and buts to justify their argument.
If you've grown up living in a single-family home and all of a sudden someone wants to put a four-story building next to your house, I can see that's an issue.
Weinhauer has supported every development here, but says going forward, San Mateo city officials have to act responsibly when it comes to this kind of expansion. For example, addressing the infrastructure needed to accommodate more people here and the increase in traffic that this expansion will create. The state says it's a compromise all Californians now have to learn to live with.
That's what state law requires, is that every city do its fair share and not say, well, this is somebody else's problem, let the housing be built someplace else. Every single city has to do its part.
And as they say, a good compromise leaves everyone unhappy. Now, the reason San Mateo, the city, is being sued is because they have identified places like the parking lot at the Bridgepoint Shopping Center to build on. But apparently, San Mateo didn't do its homework because we discovered that there is an existing contract that says that no homes can be built on that site until 2056. So the attorneys suing say this is yet another example of San Mateo not getting it right and therefore stalling the process. I can, though, see both sides of the argument. I mean, you buy a home and sometimes, you know, you don't want a high rise.
Yeah.
And I also see the fact that, you know, I want my kids to live in my community, too.
Yeah.
So.
And it's also true you do need the infrastructure to support the additional
Absolutely.
units, so.
Water, traffic, you name it.
Yeah. Thank you, Leanne.
Sure.